Hey, Will, how you doing?
How's it going?
Yeah, good, man. You in Vegas at the moment, I think?
I am. Yeah, we're playing Las Rageous Festival tomorrow.
Yeah, how is Sin City treating you so far?
It's outrageous.
Hence the festival.
Yes.
So who are you looking forward to seeing on that lineup?
I think that it'll be really cool to play with Bring Me and The Used. I haven't seen them in a while, and it's a really good lineup. Like, I'm really stoked on the festival.
Fantastic. And festivals, you hear with good things. How does it feel to be back so quickly from your tour earlier this year?
Yeah, Australia is one of my favorite places to visit, so it's going to be awesome.
Has it become almost that second home kind of feeling with the familiarity?
Yeah, and I have all my favorite spots. We got restaurants and just all kinds of things we like now. So every time we come back there, there's a lot to look forward to.
That's great. And how does the band approach playing a festival rather than a headline set? Any different things that you do?
We definitely put less deep tracks in there because, you're going to be playing in front of a lot of people who are there for you and also people who are there for other bands. So we like to just kind of put our best foot forward and play sets that are filled with more crowd pleasers. And on our headliners, we could do kind of a mixture of singles and also some tracks that we enjoy that might not be as popular but are still really fun to play.
And do you use those deep tracks as a way of keeping the set fresh more for yourself?
Yeah, for sure. Got to have fun with it too, and also play to the crowd.
And how do you find, do you find people reaching out to you after hearing those deep tracks and maybe rediscovering something they've missed?
Yeah, for sure, especially since we have so many records. There will be people who have listened to certain eras or certain albums, may not be familiar with other albums, so they might come to a show, hear a song they've never heard before, and then go revisit that album and learn they like it a lot.
Awesome. And the same as Los Rageous, are there any bands that you really want to see on Good Things, if time permits?
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's an awesome lineup. Day to Remember is always fun to watch. Coheed's great. There's a lot of great bands to watch on that.
And so it's a very well-rounded festival with something for everyone, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah, it's got quite a bit of variety. It's all like rock-based, but there's tons of different subgenres and represented, and I really like the variety on this festival.
Do you think that it's going to be sort of the way that festivals are done moving forward, whereas I know in Europe they have very heavy metal festivals and things like that, but in the rest of the world it seems to be a little more diverse. Do you see there being more diversity when it comes to festivals moving on?
I'd like to see that, yeah. I mean, I think that when you go full metal or full one genre, it's kind of limiting, and you're also limiting the kind of people who are going to come to the show. And you're also limiting people's ability to find out about new styles and music. Like, at a more variety show, somebody might go to a show for like one or two bands of a style and then end up seeing bands from different styles they really enjoy. But if you go to a metal festival and it's all metal, I mean, that's all you're going to get. And, I think that's not the greatest way to present music and art and expand people's minds.
What has been the favorite festival that you've played to date in your career?
That's tough. We've played a lot of great ones. Warped Tour has been really awesome. We've done that quite a few times, and that might be my favorite, RIP.
Yeah, I think we only got it a few times down here, but it's a bit of a disappointment it's no longer around.
Yeah, a little bit. I didn't know if I was really going to miss it, and I do.
And you've also now got a song on the Punk Goes Pop. That's become a little bit of that kind of institution too. How does that feel to be included in it?
That's fun. Yeah, I like being a part of those. I like taking a song that I think is a little bit boring and making it better. We did a Bruno Mars song that musically just didn't have much going on, and then I wrote a lot of interesting stuff, made it kind of give it a kind of different feel.
Sure. And switching hats for a minute, you have your own label, Black Swan Records. How do you juggle between the band, I think you've got a few bands, and actually being a label boss?
I mean, labels are kind of just banks, and I don't think a lot of labels even do that much for their bands. I think it's pretty easy running a label, and as long as you're willing to actually give some bands attention and keep up on what's happening in the scene and work with bands to help them express themselves however they want to, you can really help out their careers and push them to another level. All I want to do with that label is to get good music and give it a chance to flourish and do something that it might not be able to do on its own.
So what's the most important thing that you think new bands should do that they don't do?
I think focus on the music. Like everything else will fall into place if the music is there and the passion's there for the writing and exploring, taking risks in that aspect. And then you can package your marketing and your image around the music. But if you're more concerned with all the other aspects and the music's not your focus, I think that's where a lot of bands go wrong. Perfect.
And leading into that, you now have announced Swan Fest for next year. Tell me all about the plans for that.
Yeah, we got a really cool lineup together. It's not announced yet, but we're really stoked to get that information out there. We're going to be doing it in Northern California, April 25th, I believe. And it's in our hometown of Sacramento, which is really cool to be able to bring that festival to our home crowd who's supported us for so many years.
When do you see an announcement on the lineup coming out?
Very soon. Yeah, very soon. I tell people to just keep their ears peeled, and we're going to be announcing that shortly.
And beyond that for 2020, what are the plans for the band?
We're going to be releasing a new record next year, and we're probably going to be doing more touring and just keep grinding and, playing shows and building our sound and building our fan base.
How far into the process are you with that record?
I'm done. So I'm happy about that. All the music's been recorded. The vocals are currently in process, but we took a break to do this festival, and then the vocalists go back to LA to finish up their vocals. The record will be mixed and mastered over the course of the rest of the year, and then we'll figure out a good time to release it next year, hopefully around some kind of touring where we could start playing the new material.
Great. Do you think we'll see a single before Christmas for it?
I don't think so. I think it'll probably all come next year.
Perfect. We'll finish up with that one for today. Any final words for the fans?
We're really stoked to be coming over there, and hopefully next year we can come over again and have a tour where we can play some of the new record for everybody, and we're really excited for it.
Awesome, Will. I'll let you get back to enjoying my second favorite place on earth in Vegas, and we'll see you in December.
All right. Thank you very much. See you then.
Thanks, buddy. See ya.